Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Tim here. Want to make a quick update video to start the week because price is moving finally into a direction that we have a chance to actually catch a good trade off of it. So overall, this range has been so boring ever since this quick liquidation event and then the pump up. Like, we've literally been doing nothing. And I looked at the daily candles the other day, and this is actually insane. It's first of all, we get 4 or 5 of these doji candles where price opens and closes at literally the same price for a whole week. And then we get a green candle. Oh, okay, everyone's bullish. Oh, red candle. Okay, everyone's bearish. Oh, green candle. Everyone's bullish. Oh, red candle. Green candle, green candle, red candle, red candle. So it's just absolutely messed up. So that's why there haven't been many trades. Um, I mean, if you're like a scalper, you're able to profit off these short moves. Awesome, good for you. For me, I don't really enjoy that. Um, but in the last video, we were talking about longing um, the 618 tap, which happened right here, I think. Um, I think this was the last video. Yeah, I think we were around here in the last video, came down. So if you actually took the trade mentioned in the video, it should have looked something like this, either a tight stop at this wick low, or if you wanted a more safer stop, it would have been something like this. And TP1 would have been right here, the value area high. So if you put stop here, you would have got a 1R at least. If you put stop here, you would have got a 2R. So considering we're in this like terrible range, I would say that's a win. So glad that one played out. Then we came back into the same area, swept this liquidity. That could have been a trade on its own, um, but I didn't take that. What I did take was the retracement of that. So retraced down into the golden pocket, took a long, targeted these highs. So that ended up playing out, but really disappointed. I was hoping that this would have been the move up here, but obviously we're down here now, so that didn't play out. So at least though we're moving, which I'm really happy about. Um, I was planning to short this retracement on Friday, but I missed that. Sorry, let me turn off my notifications. So now we're actually moving down. So this is a good time to film this video because we're going to break these range lows right here. So if you're watching this and we haven't completely nuked, that's good. Because I am planning to take a long position at this 786 right here. And that has been talked about for some time on this channel. So I'm hoping we finally get it. And it's worth noting that this could just, nuke through. So let's wait for a reaction before entering. But this is the last place for me where I think there's any significant long position. Otherwise, we're going down to 85K in my opinion. So this green box is the entry zone. And the confluence here are yearly open level. Number 2, 786 of this move up. Number 3, value area low of this entire range. And number 4, we have a TR pocket right here. So you can swing it from this midpoint to this low. There's a few ways to swing this. So if you do it like that, we align perfectly. But you can also kind of do it from this wick to this wick. And it kind of puts us below, which is fine too. But because of that, I want to play it safe with the stop loss here. So I'll enter on the yearly open tap. Now, if you want to be really safe, you can put your stop at this wick low. Personally, I'm gonna risk it a little bit, I think, because I don't want it to deviate too far from the yearly open. Like, I don't want it to get all the way down here. then the yearly open was invalid. I kind of am really looking for a quick bounce like this. That's the goal. And that's why if you're can be a little bit more patient and wait for the reaction, and if you see it start to get being bought up, you can enter there. Another entry model, if you want to be really safe, is you wait for the drop, then you let it pump a bit, and then you pull your retracement fib like this, and then you'll have a golden pocket. And a lot of times this golden pocket will line up with the range low here, or it'll line up with a range low here if it pumps higher, and then you can re-enter like that, put your stop loss at the low, and you can get a really nice R&R trade if that happens. It doesn't always happen, but that's possible if you miss the first entry. So I would probably have a stop kind of like this, I think is safe. Because if you guys recall, we were looking at the yearly open over here, and because of the massive like liquidation event, it wicked way below. So that's something to keep in mind this time around. If it is a massive liquidation kind of area, make sure you do have your stop a little bit lower. But if price kind of slowly goes down there, then you can, put a little bit tighter, because you don't want like a huge volume push below it if it's slowly going there. You would want a huge volume push now into it and then up. So, and then we have this wick here. So you would want more of like a quick type of sweeping action. And then it's also worth noting that right here, let me turn my magnet back on. Right here we have a wick, and that would be in the middle of this TR pocket. So, we might wick through that and then up. So keep a safer stop. And I think that if the price does respect this zone, we could pump up here to this monthly open area, take out this wick and this wick, which is the value area high, also the golden pocket, and then this area would be like a dream short. I would love to short this area, probably something like this. And then personally, I think that could be the short to 84K. So yeah, that's kind of a higher level thesis though. The main thing really is to be prepared for a deviation trade here. Deviating the range, longing it, and looking for at least the other side of this deviation. So if you see this, you can already kind of in your head think of a scalp short position where you're gonna do a retracement of this. Let's say it stops like right here on the value area low. Now you have a 786 with a TR pocket, which is that upside deviation, and then taking out this liquidity. And then that could potentially be a scalp short like this, and probably retest the point of control here. So I like to think ahead like that, and kind of put the pattern together. But the main thing is I've been waiting for this long. I think we've had a lot of negative news lately. Not news, but more sentiment, negative sentiment. So look for that. That's about only a 2% move. I mean, this range has been really tight, guys. So 2% move can come in, 3 candles. So be ready for that. Let's look at ETH briefly. I was hoping to catch a short on ETH today at this resistance zone, also golden pocket. Looks like I got front ran. If it does pump up from here, I would potentially try that short. But the next area I have for longs on ETH is actually quite lower. It's the 618 of the upward move right here. Takes out this liquidity as well. And that's at 2,413. But the thing is, this is 11% move to the downside, whereas Bitcoin's move is only 2% to the downside to that long zone. So because of that, I don't think these will hit at the same time. I think this zone would hit if Bitcoin, breaks those lows and it at least goes down like 6-7%. That would make sense for a 11% drop on ETH. If I'm just doing a retracement from this low though, I kind of would like a sweep of this wick right there into the value area low, and that could potentially be like the local bottom of ETH, and that puts it at 4%, which makes sense, double the percentage of Bitcoin's drop. So that could be a local bottom, but personally I would not long ETH. I'd rather long Bitcoin there if we get that. Now, if all of a sudden, for some reason, Bitcoin just pumps and never gets to this area, which is possible, guys, the only places I would look to short are this wick right here with the TR pocket. And if that does not play out, then the next area would be that 618 golden pocket up here. I think this area is really, really nice. So it's pretty much whatever happens first, this area or this area. And because we are dumping now, I think it's, a bigger chance that it's this area. So I'll update this chart on Twitter. Make sure you guys follow me there. And then if you need a good exchange to trade on, I included Bit2Next link below. Really, really good exchange. They get all their liquidity from Binance, but there's no VPN or KYC needed. So it's a really good exchange. Check them out. That's below. Make sure you guys subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.